I hope you're having a great day. I want to talk about a very powerful oil today. I've done videos about this in the past, but we need to keep reminding ourselves with the load of information that exists on the internet. What works, what doesn't work, what is based on science, what is documented scientifically and doesn't harm human beings. There are foods, there are oils, there are tinctures, there are so many different things on our planet that are available. This particular oil that I'm talking about today, it's in religious scriptures, it's in scientific documents, it's in the National Library of Science over and over again, talking about the health benefits. I'm talking about black seed oil. In India, it's also called kalonji. So you have kalonji seeds, and then of course they're cold pressed into an oil called kalonji oil or black seed oil. And today we need to understand, now this is not a magic oil that's going to take away all your diseases and your skin problems and your hair problems. We need to understand that food plays a supportive role. There is no food that can take away your cancer. There is no food that can help you lose weight, reverse your diabetes, make your skin look better. But food plays a supportive role to our cells in our body. We have trillions of cells in the human body. These cells get impacted by the environment, the air that we breathe, our stress levels, our emotions, the food that we eat, the waste products, the waste residue that is created with the foods that we eat. We eat junk food, we have more waste that creates inflammation. Inflammation ages us really, really quickly. So it's all about lifestyle, it's all about putting it together. So food plays a supportive role. There is no food in the world that can take away a disease alone. But food can work synergistically. And that's why we look at nature. That's why science studies different herbs, it studies different oils, it studies different nuts and seeds and vegetables and plant proteins and animal proteins. And then you look at the spectrum of food that we have available, and now we fit it into our daily diets depending on our health conditions. If we're sick, what do we eat to support our disease? And if we're not, how do we eat to prevent disease? Black seed oil, it's written about in the Quran. It's in religious scriptures, it is in scientific documents. In fact, the National Library of Science and Medicine calls it the miracle herb. It's a miracle because of the amount of compounds that it has. Thymoquinine is one of the most active constituents in this particular oil, also known as Nigella sativa. How do we get this into our life? I know you're waiting for that right now because you want to order it and start having it, but always understand first. Listen to understand. Very, very important. Every scientific document that's ever been written about this particular oil, it is great for almost everything, because of the diverse amount of compounds that it contains. It's anti-diabetic, so it's great for diabetes, it's great for pre-diabetes, it's great for your heart because of its anti-inflammatory constituents, it's great for your skin, people who have eczema. Now remember, everyone's different. You can even use the Nigella oil or the black seed oil directly on the patch of eczema. Make an informed decision. The information I give you is generic. You need to make an informed decision and keep your professionals in the loop. But it's worked for a lot of our patients with eczema, so that's why we know it works. It can be used for your skin. Wrinkles, it's not going to take away your wrinkles. If you're constantly anxious and you have wrinkles because you're stressed out, the oil isn't going to work. But it's great for your face, it's great for your skin, if it suits your skin type. This is my favorite part. It's been documented as anti-tumor and anti-cancer. So it plays a supportive role when you have cancer and when you have a tumor. Breast cancers, prostate cancers, squamous cell carcinomas, the list goes on and on. And the beauty is this oil doesn't harm us when we take it. We can have it in the form of seeds, but it's not going to give you the therapeutic benefit alone because you would have to consume many, many seeds. And that's why we move directly to oil. Some people can consume it in capsules, but you'll have to have a lot of capsules to reach that dosage point, which is anywhere between 2.5 to 4 ml in safe studies. If you go above 5 ml, the studies show that it can cause nausea and a whole load of other issues. So more doesn't mean better. Just because you know black seed oil is great and you say, oh, Luke said 2.5, let me take 10 ml and maybe I'll feel better. It'll actually cause you harm. Everything in moderation and everything as per science and the dosages that are documented for side effects and no side effects. It is also great for your liver, it's great for your kidney, it's great, like I said, for your organ health, your reproductive health. It is great to increase sperm count in men. It is great for the reproductive system of women. it is great for metabolic health, and that's how it can help you with weight loss. Not directly, but because you improve your metabolic health. What is metabolic syndrome? You have high triglycerides, you have low HDL, which is the good cholesterol, you have a lot of abdominal fat, you have either pre-diabetes or diabetes, or your fasting blood sugar levels are high. You have a collection of all of this, including high blood pressure, and you have a metabolic syndrome. The complications of metabolic syndrome are not pretty. So many complications come with that, and then you'll end up being that person on a laundry list of medicine. And that's why while you take your medicines that your doctor gives you, this is not a replacement for that, but guess what? As you start to make lifestyle changes and introduce these powerful supportive foods, your levels start to change, and you need to keep your doctor in a loop so that they can lower their dosage. Because we've seen how black seed oil can lower people's blood sugar levels. So now you need to make sure that you don't go into hypo. We have also seen the impact on high blood pressure. So you need to make sure that you're checking your systolic and diastolic so you don't go too low, and you can go and your doctor can reduce your medication. Everything has to be done the right way. There is no magic pill that exists in this world, and because of our constant attitude for quick fixes and instant gratification, we mess up and then we blame nature. We mess up and then we blame medicine. We mess up and then we blame everything that's natural around us. But you don't blame yourself. There are no shortcuts when it comes to health. You need to put in the work. Now, my favorite way of using it is you just get a cold pressed black seed oil. It's available all over the world, and it's got to be written edible, because you also get black seed oil that's for your skin and your hair. The best part of it is if you're buying a bottle of edible black seed oil, you can use the same oil on your skin, on your hair. You can use it on your eczema patches after doing a patch test to see if you have an allergy towards it. And I would recommend that you start off with a dosage of 2 ml, and then you go to 2.5 ml. Now, professionally, we have our patients going up to maybe 3, 4, 5 ml, but that is because we consult with them. We know their total consumption of oil and fats from the other foods that they consume, because it is an oil and it is a fat at the end of the day, but it's a healthy fat. But the point is, don't just blindly do it. Start with small changes. Can you add about 2 ml on your salads? Can you add it to your smoothie? It's a bitter tasting oil, so I'm not too sure whether you'd like to just have it like that, but then there are many people who just have it like that because they believe in the properties and follow it with maybe a teaspoon of honey. But you can add it, you can put it into a salad dressing. You will not cook in it. It's an oil that is supposed to be consumed raw. Okay? And it's also, since you want to go to the source, kalonji seeds are also available across the world, and people put them in their rotis, they put them in their breads, they put them in different mixes. You can do that as well. But to reach the therapeutic value, where it's going to have a therapeutic impact on your conditions and your overall health, I would go with the oil. And you want to go with a cold-pressed organic oil as far as possible, or at least a cold-pressed oil, to make sure it's not refined and it's not going to create more problems because it's oxidized in the refining process. Simple things like this are fantastic. All you need to do is add it with the right mindset to your food and let it work synergistically with the other foods in a supportive role for your conditions. But the beauty is, it works with almost every single health problem documented. And I want to encourage and empower all of you to start doing your own research. Today, Luke has spoken about black seed oil. Go straight into PubMD, go into NCBI, go into the National Library of Science and Medicine, and just, start reading up. Enlighten yourself with the beauty that nature holds. And of course, if you're on any special medication or not your common drugs, or you're going through special treatment, or you're part of any trials, clinical trials for your particular disease, you must keep your doctor in the loop to see if there could be any contraindications for that. Everything has to be done the smart way and the right way. But if you don't have any of those conditions, you want to start adding about 2.5 ml to 3 ml in your daily diet. And just see what happens. Don't expect a miracle to happen overnight, although we've had those kind of miracles. We've had people mix black seed oil and nutmeg oil, and they've applied it on areas where they have arthritic pain or they have joint pain, and it has worked miracles. We've had some of our eczema patients where it works beautifully on eczema, and for some eczema patients it doesn't work. They need a different kind of oil and a different kind of topical treatment, because everybody is different. We need to understand that. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, wherever you are in the world. One beautiful point: if you're a senior citizen out there, you're low on energy. Actually, I shouldn't say senior citizens, because sometimes some of my senior citizens today are way more energetic than some people in their 20s and 30s. So I shouldn't really say that, but if you have chronic fatigue syndrome, you're low on energy, you're fatigued, you're sleeping well, your D3 levels are good, your B12 levels are good, but you're still fatigued. Black seed oil is great for chronic fatigue. It is great for producing energy in your body. So you may want to experiment with this. Like I said, the max you can go up to safely is about 5 ml a day. I suggest that you start with 2.5, then the next week you can go up to 3, 4, and then eventually 5, and you can keep that constant. Everyone's different, so you want to start off small. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care. It's all about you.